I'm Phil Williams, the author of the Ordshaw Contemporary Fantasy Thriller series. I completed the first trilogy of the series late last year, and I wrote a series of small vignettes to accompany it. So these are short standalone pieces that explore strange goings-on in this fictional UK city. Usually these are things that people try to explain whatever way they can, but the theme throughout these stories is that there's some kind of modern fairy interference. So the story I'd like to read for you today is a short one called The Troubled Child. A hard bang announced the lady's collision with the door. The brutal sound conjured Viv into the room like a genie's flash, her daughter down, big eyes trembling with tears. Viv skidded short of smothering Lily with love and concern, her gut rumbling warnings. The door Lily had hit was closed. She glared at it accusingly. Hurt, yes, fighting back tears, a hand quivering near her already swelling lip, but disappointed too. She poked her jaw, probed. Then she noticed Viv and dropped her hand, eyes wide with worry. Found out. Sweetie! Viv crouched with a pang of realization, gently touching her daughter's shoulder. Had Lily run to the door, hoping for another loose tooth, for a shiny pound coin? Sweetie, it doesn't work like that. You can't. It has to happen naturally. Lily snapped her head away, refusing to hear it. Viv guided her chin back around. Let me see, come on. 6 years of midnight coughs, busted knees and broken glass had taught Viv to hide her mothering fears. This one pushed the limits. A chipped front tooth and blood oozing to the surface of Lily's lip. It then spread like it had been waiting for an audience. Viv scrambled for a tissue before sweeping Lily into an embrace. Her touch broke the child's defences, and Lily sobbed. It's okay, you're okay, Viv assured her. But the tooth fairy needs your teeth to fall out on their own. Lily pushed back, her eyes defiant, and she hissed. You don't know. She told me. And suddenly Lily was running, leaving Viv in her confused wake. Viv followed the patter of footsteps up the stairs back to Lily's bedroom, where the girl snatched a piece of paper from her bed and thrust it overhead. Viv took it. The erratic, scratched writing was not Lily's immature style. These were not the words of a child. Brow knitting with concern, Viv asked, Where did you get this? The tooth fairy left it. Lily stamped a foot. Viv was gripped by the dread of every bang, wail, tumble and fall. Last night, Lily clarified, and it means I'll get more money than I can fit in my hands. Viv reread the scrawl to be sure the words were real. Smash out the rest to get handsomely rewarded. It was a sick joke. Could Greg possibly have done this? But why would he? She'd chosen gentle and reliable over exciting. Greg was a rock. Dinner occurred, somehow, on autopilot. Lily was washed, put to bed. Viv told her to forget this strange note found under her pillow, and made her promise not to try such things again. Lily was confused and borderline frightened, so Viv explained it was a joke. Just Daddy being silly. When Greg got home, he immediately bristled at the anger Viv had been simmering all afternoon. He bit back and in turn accused her. There was shouting. This is our daughter, what's wrong with you? Both of them directing the same embittered argument at the other, until their energy was finally spent and they fell into an awful, uncomfortable silence. A third option filled the house. Lily must have written it herself, prodigiously and madly, creatively, they had to hope. We'll talk to her, Viv decided, under her breath. We'll be very careful. They held each other. One weight lifted as another settled. But with a little extra monitoring, some words from a counsellor, it would be a blip in their child's development. Nothing more. It had to be that,